currently walking to work right now. I'm trying to walk to work during all of like my shifts, I guess. But on the way, I'm going to be dropping off a library book because it is due tomorrow. This one was called The Risks of Sunbathing Topless. I didn't actually finish it. I'm really in a zone of reading travel books, particularly by women, because I want to get my traveling going, and it's kind of hard to relate to men that are like, go here alone and go do this alone, when it's so different as a woman traveling solo and really traveling anywhere. So I was drawn to this book because it's actually a collection of like short stories and essays by other female travelers and like things that went wrong as a female traveler. But I find that when they're like essays or short stories, there's no conjoining plot that gets me excited to like pick up the book at night and continue the story. It was more of just like read a couple here and there, and so I think that's why I didn't finish it. I would borrow this, I guess is the library term, because I do like the stories that I did read, and I think as I get closer to taking off in an airplane soon, it will be a good read. But it's due tomorrow, so time to turn it in. I also have one other book that I'm halfway done reading, and I gotta finish that like by tonight and tomorrow morning because that's also due. I do that when I go to libraries. Like it's kind of like going to a restaurant where your eyes are bigger than your stomach. I think I rented 3 books and only ended up reading half of one so far because they all sounded good and just never got around to reading them. But trying to do 2 books this month, so gotta finish that one tonight and return it by tomorrow. So as I'm walking to work, I am drinking a coffee. Today I put a scoop of protein powder in it because I'm trying to go for those gains. I'm on a little fitness journey. I've been doing better than I have been the past couple of months because, I don't know, I would like work out and eat healthy during the week, but then on the weekends, go crazy. And I'm not seeing results because of that. So trying to stay consistent 100% of the time. And to do that, you need more protein. I also have not gone to Starbucks at all this month, which was one of my goals. I think one time I almost absent-mindedly did it, and then I was like, oh wait, I can't get Starbucks. And that's been a good habit to have, saving money, but also, you know, not being super extra caffeinated when I can just make it at home. But while I'm walking to work, it was raining all day today, and the forecast said it was done. Skies are looking a little foggy, and since I have to walk home, really hoping it doesn't rain on my walk home. But let's go have a good shift, cross some things off my to-do list, and I'll see you tomorrow to return that other book. Update, this book was due yesterday, and I was like, oh shoot, let me see how much my late fee is. And I checked my library account, and it auto-renewed without any late fees. So thanks, LA Public Library. So I guess I'm keeping this for a little bit longer and will finish it. I'm halfway done with it, so I probably would have renewed it anyway. But I will be starting a little reading challenge that I'll tell you guys about another time, but didn't go to the library because I'll keep this one. I am currently getting ready for work right now, but I wanted to tell you guys about my current hyperfixation because I think it's pretty funny. So I've been in a super nostalgic mood lately, and it's funny because I saw an article, which basically translates to I saw a TikTok saying that people with bipolar experience nostalgia more than other people. And I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. How do you even test for that or determine that? But I'm starting to believe it's true because the nostalgia has been hitting me so hard that it's this weird feeling I can't even describe. So I'll try. I should tell you what I'm hyperfixating on first. Currently, I am binge watching and obsessing over Laguna Beach / The Hills. And my other hyperfixation is One Direction. So it kind of all started where I saw that Laguna Beach was on Netflix and I was like, oh, I used to watch this show back in middle school. Let me put it on. And it was such a weird feeling watching it through today's lens and today's mindset, because the way I see it is that 2 of my roughest time periods in my entire life were middle school, because who doesn't have an absolute shit time in middle school, as well as college. If you haven't seen my main channel video about why I hated college, go watch it if you want to see me cry. But those were two of the most roughest time periods of my life. And so I'm watching Laguna Beach when this came out during middle school, And I remember during that time, like wanting to be pretty like them, wanting to be popular and have all the boys like you. And so watching it now where I'm in such a better mental space, where I'm confident, I feel pretty, and I'm like, wait, I can actually kind of relate to them. It feels like I'm putting myself back in middle school Jacy with the mindset of like, oh, I can so relate to them. Like, oh my God, boy drama. Oh my God, everyone's hooking up with Talon. That's absolutely insane. And then kind of going into The Hills, which is the sequel of Laguna Beach. Also, if you don't know what Laguna Beach is, it's a silly reality TV show about just a bunch of rich white kids in Orange County. It's insane how rich they are. I had no idea that they were that affluent. They're living in mansions and going to Cabo as like 16-year-olds. It's nuts. Anyway, so then now watching The Hills, which is the sequel, it's about living in LA, working in LA in the entertainment industry. They all work for like record labels or event planning companies. And it's so cool because it's like, oh my gosh, that's me right now. I'm in LA pursuing the entertainment industry. This is so relatable. Like I see the restaurants they're going to and I recognize them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I will say the weirdest part is that I'm like 3 seasons into The Hills and they're just now turning 21. And I'm like, bitch, Lauren Conrad has been drunk for 2 seasons going clubbing and partying, and she's just now turning 21. That is a crime and a half, if you ask me. But anyway, so I've been super nostalgic watching The Hills and just being like, wait, I can actually relate to this for the first time when I couldn't necessarily growing up. The other one is One Direction. Now, I took a gummy one night and was like, I'm gonna watch that One Direction documentary because I never saw it and I loved One Direction. Watching that documentary felt like going to church for the first time and seeing God, because I loved One Direction, but I wasn't obsessed with them like I was perhaps for NSYNC. And a big part of that, kind of going back to what I was saying with the college stuff, is in college, I was having a rough time, but that's when One Direction came out. And it wasn't cool to love boy bands, if that makes sense. And so many things about college, I feel like I had to dilute a lot of my personality. But I did love them, but probably didn't get as obsessed as I would have if I were having a better time in college, if I were more self-confident and didn't care what other people thought about me. You could probably go back on my Twitter and scroll through and see like some of my tweets thirsting over Harry Styles back in like 2012, if I'm being honest. So watching all this now and like seeing One Direction in their prime and seeing the girls in the audience fangirling, going crazy, following them on tour. Again, that nostalgia of like, oh my gosh, I get it. I love them now. And I wish that were me, but I can like respect it more from this lens of being an almost 30-year-old. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on, but basically I just wanted to tell you guys that my TikTok is just full of One Direction TikToks. My Spotify only recommending me One Direction. All I'm binging right now is The Hills, though I will say I might stop soon because it's getting so fake and contrived that it's like, all right, this is clearly beyond the realm of reality TV at this point, that it's kind of getting annoying. But I'm just having a lot of nostalgia and I wanted to, I don't know, sit down and tell you guys about it. I'm out of my concealer, so I'm really trying to squeeze into this. So that's all. Just wanted to tell you guys, go listen to One Direction because that's what makes you beautiful. Oh, hang on, it got kind of hot. Okay, let's do a little haul of 2 whole packages that I received. The first one is this little one. I know this is from the brand Luss Brands, which is a curly hair brand that I have been working with. I've done a couple sponsorships with them, and I genuinely recommend them. If I ever like become like a huge YouTuber, I think that I would not to like turn down PR because honestly, stuff overwhelms me. Having too much stuff is overwhelming to the point where one of my goals this month is to get rid of all my stuff and use up all my products because I have too many of it. However, when it's companies that I actually have partnered with, get sponsorships from, and genuinely recommend, I will receive their stuff. So they sent me this split end mender. It's one of their new products. So I'll be testing this out. I don't have a sponsorship with them to make any sort of content for this, but excited to try this out because I do have some split ends. And then an upcoming sponsorship that I have that I'm super excited about is with Thrive Market. This is not sponsored, this video, but I wanted to do the unboxing on my vlog channel just because I like hanging out with you guys. The actual sponsored content will come later, so keep an eye out for that. Look how cute this is. It says, "Your package was packaged by Will." Thank you, Will. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna do this really quick because a lot of people get paid to do this unboxing on their channels, and since I'm not gonna go super in depth. But I wanted to get staples that I eat every day. I thought about getting cool snacks. Also, I should explain, Thrive Market is kind of like an online grocery store, and you pay a yearly membership in order to be a part of it, but I think it only comes down to like $5 a month. A lot of my favorite YouTubers use it, and I've always wanted to use it because they have like healthy alternatives. Think of it as like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods that you order online. So I got some beef sticks, I got some protein powder, I got some tuna, some bone broth, some Kodiak pancakes, as well as some powdered peanut butter. Now you might think this is a weird collection of things. Oh wait, there's one more thing in here. But it's because of the idea that I have for the sponsored content. So I wanted to get like cool snacks and stuff, but I was like, no, let me make this true to what I would actually get and recommend for you guys. The other one in here, oh, I forgot I got this, is like a Hawaiian barbecue sauce. So excited to make that content and excited to continue expanding some of my brand partnerships and getting closer to making this my full-time career. So that's the haul for now. Now I know need to go get ready for work. So I'll see you guys later. Good morning, friends. I have a lovely pink wig on because it is the opening game for Angel City FC. So if you've been following my vlogs, you would know that I am an avid supporter and season ticket holder for the women's soccer team here in LA, Angel City. My family and I have season tickets. We are huge soccer people, grew up playing soccer, know a couple people in the professional women's league, and we just love it. So it's the season opener today. We're going to the Fan Fest pretty early because there'll be giveaways, lots of fun activities. My mom couldn't make it today, but my brother will be taking her ticket. So it's gonna be my brother, myself, and my dad, and we're ready for a fun day full of pink and black. This wig looks silly, but it's the perfect occasion for it. Let's go. Woohoo! Angel City. All right, just got back from the game. We lost 2-1 this season opener. Disappointing. We should have won. The ref sucked. Pretty disappointing. I'm probably gonna lose my voice by tomorrow because I was shouting so much at him. Also, this is what my hair looks like underneath the wig. I basically do like 4 French braids. And like with this turtleneck, I feel like a tech billionaire or something. I don't know. But let's do a haul of all of the free stuff that we got at the Fan Fest. So they don't go this hard at the Fan Fest every single time. They do a lot of the times, but because this was a season opener, we got a lot of fun things. The first thing is this big ass flag. They handed these out as soon as we got into the stadium. So it was really cool to see everybody waving their flag. I think I showed some clips of that. So that was pretty cool. This is kind of funny. I went to the Orange Theory booth. That's when my brother and I were doing like that squat challenge. And I told them I'm a member and that like I'm trying now. And so I think they're only supposed to give me one thing, but because I was a member, they gave me an Orange Theory bottle, which is perfect for when I go to the gym, as well as an Orange Theory beanie. And I was trying to give this to my dad because he's a big Cleveland Browns fan. And these are like the colors of it. I don't know if I'll ever wear this because I'm not trying to wear beanies to the gym. That's a little excessive. This was really cool. So this, every year they give like a gift to the season ticket holders, which my parents and I are. Last year it was that scarf that I've been wearing. This is what it was this year. You have to, if you guys go to stadiums, you have to have clear bags. But they gave the clear bags and it says Angel City Football Club 2023 season ticket holder. I actually haven't looked in this yet. Let's see what's in here. So we got a patch that says home opener. Pretty cool. We got another patch that says season ticket holder. So I think there was like a station where you could get these patches printed, not printed, put onto your hats and jerseys. I don't know, like heated up and stuff. I don't know, you guys get it. And the last thing we got in that little bag was a little ACFC pin, which my brother put on his beanie, but it was my beanie and my pin. So this is it. So lots of fun swag. Oh no, my poster. I left my poster in the car. We also got a poster of the schedule. I left the poster. I'll tell my mom to keep it for me because I left it in my dad's car. But that was the haul. Fun season opener. You'll probably see that a lot more in the coming months because we have season tickets and I love women's soccer, crazy. But I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys later.